Hi guys, we love you. Um, just a little bit more, few updates on this Nathan Sutherland, the LPN, the nurse that worked at Hacienda, um, a facility taking care of um, ill people around the clock. And this woman allegedly that he has raped. Remember, guys, he is innocent until proven guilty. Um, but the DNA don't lie. So his lawyers can say all they want. Of course, they're going to. That's why you have a lawyer to defend you. Now, this guy came up with the 500,000 cash bond. He came up with it, and I don't know how, but he did. Um, a few more updates. His wife had been having problems with him, and she has filed for a divorce, and they have been separated for maybe about 7 weeks, something like that. But a while ago, apparently she filed for divorce, and apparently he wasn't a nice person. So, um, of course, we know he has an ex-wife to be, has 4 children, lives near Phoenix. Um, some neighbors came out and spoke that said they knew him, but really didn't know him. Do you know what I mean? Say hello once in a while. You don't know your neighbors, okay? Uh, you might know where they live and which house they live in, but you can't really say that you know them. But just by waving at them, oh, he seemed like a nice person. Really? Because you said hello to him? Oh, because they go to church? Mm-hmm. Because they go to church, they're real nice people. Mm-hmm. Well, this is again to prove people wrong. Don't assume. My God, you know how many church people there is that have killed, that have raped? Yeah, think about it. Just think about that. Um, they're regular people, just like anybody. Just because you go to church don't make you a saint. And the 29th of December 2018, this woman in Hacienda gave birth. They're apparently saying a boy. One says a girl, one says a boy, but they're saying it's a boy, but maybe this is not confirmed. Um, but we're thinking it's a boy, 29th of December. And that happens to be my granddaughter's birthday. So uh, hmm, I don't. But anyway, um, he's charged with sexual assault. Um, sexual assault. Yeah. Well, it's rape. This woman probably had never had sex before. And you know what? He worked the night shift. He worked the night shift, and a co-worker that worked the night shift right along with him. I don't know if it was another nurse or a CNA, but they worked the night shift, and he was not a nice person. Now, I bet you this wasn't his first rodeo. Uh, yeah, he may have raped her before. Oh, yeah, because he's sick. He just didn't come up and rape this person. Yeah, how many times has he been in that room? How many times? Well, we don't know that. And the doctors, one's left and the other one is on a leave of absence or something like that. And the reporters have been trying to knock on his door, uh, but and call his home, but no comment. So apparently he did an exam on this lady, and it is in the reports that he did state that she had a firm belly. Yes, but and nothing more was kind of said about that. So she had a firm belly, but he didn't do nothing about it. He didn't like what's causing this. Shall I get my stethoscope out and listen to her belly to see if I can hear any bowel sounds or something like that? Do you know, like a doctor would do? Get the stethoscope out and listen, because she may have a blockage or something. You never know. So, I mean, that's what a normal doctor would do. What was that too much? You know, you get paid by the facility to be a doctor to all these patients in this community, and you're their doctor. And, you know, why go around and examine these people? Only take 2 minutes to do it. You need to do your job and do it right. Yeah. Well, this doctor didn't do his job right. And I don't know about the other doctor that left. Um, I don't know what his job was, but obviously these two doctors had interaction with this lady in a comatose state. Apparently, not she just couldn't move and talk. But um, I guess she's kind of got activity in her brain. She's not like brain dead, as they say, but I wonder how much this woman, she's 29 years old now, and she apparently had an accident when she was younger. And they're saying it's to do with the swimming pool. Um, that she had a near drowning, I guess, and they revived her and left her brain damaged. And I don't really know how long she's been in this facility. They're saying since she was 3, but then I heard that 10 years. So I don't know which one's right yet. But um, as I reported, he is some kind of rapper. Um, he rapped with his sister, and apparently he wasn't allowed to sing those kind of rap songs when he was younger because his parents are into, I guess, into the church. But, you know, they wanted him to do their studies and stuff. And I guess when they got older, they kind of rebelled, I think, you know, like teenagers do, and wanted to listen, do their own music, do their own thing. Um, well, apparently he's made, I don't know how many he sold or how famous he is. He's not that famous, but in the church, in the eyes of the church, he might be a good uh, Christian, um, singing in the church. And, um, well, I wonder what they feel about him now. Yeah. Um, well, he won't be going to church anytime soon. So, yes, apparently he had made a CD, an album, whatever you want to call it, and he released the second one, or was going to. But some reports came out about his wife said he was, well, obviously she's divorcing him for a reason. He's horrible, or his demeanor was changing. He was nasty. Maybe he was a pervert, you know, or maybe she knew something. Maybe she knew something and disgusted her. You know, we don't know that. Um, but what we do know, he has been charged, and he will be in court on the 30th of January of this month, for a hearing and to make a plea or something of not guilty, or to formally charge him. Um, abuse, uh, abuse. They're not really calling it rape. They're not calling it rape right now. But you know what? If somebody don't give you permission to do anything, that is rape. Oh, yeah, that is rape. So, but they're not calling it rape right now. They're calling it assault because I guess that's the legal term you have to use. Rape is too harsh. You gotta soften the word up a little bit. Assault. Assault. Why don't they put assault with a deadly weapon? Yeah, why didn't they put that one in? Yeah, because he shot bullets, didn't he? Mm-hmm. Right. Let's call it rape like it is. It's rape. And and this is worse than well, it's not worse, but what I'm saying is, if you go out on a date and you go back to their home and you have a couple of glasses and, the man advances on you and you say no, 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 and they rape you, that's bad. But when you got a woman that can't speak for herself, she's bedridden, she can't say no. So this is worse. It's much worse. And it's not just the assault, it's working in a nursing home with vulnerable people that you are supposed to be taken care of and have sworn and got your license and you are sworn to abide by the law, the healthcare system, and to care for the people that you are in charge of. There is the law within the law in itself, in the healthcare system, and with all these licenses. Well, at least he will never be a nurse again. He can never work in the health field again because this man is going to go to court and he will have these charges and they do have the DNA. He can't get out of this one. And I think they may have more than DNA. I don't know about the CD cameras. They know he was working around that time when she got pregnant. They know he was working on the night shift around that time, and he's a predator. Oh, he's a predator, and we don't know if he's raped or done anything to anybody else in his life. But you know what? Raping, abusing a person in care, I don't think this is his first rodeo. No, I don't think so. What did he get out of this? I don't know, but if he got anything out of it, he's a sick man. He's a very sick man. You're a very sick man if you're just thinking about it. Thinking about it, you're sick. But he thought about it and he took upon himself to take it. Yeah. But like I said, I work in a nursing home. Well, I don't at this time, but I have. And I would find it odd if a nurse was in a room too long anyway. Um, but as a CNA, the CNAs know what the nurse is doing. I used to know exactly what the nurse was doing and what she was in there for and how long it would take, most of the time. And if they needed help, they would call if they needed help. But, I knew how long it took them to pass their meds. And there's some nurses that um, pass meds in 20 minutes, and there ain't no way. And I reported a nurse for not passing meds. Yeah. And it didn't happen once. I found it very strange. And this nurse wasn't a regular nurse. She was like from a temp agency coming in for the night shift when I did the night shift. I said, no way did she pass meds because I know how long it takes our regular nurse to pass meds and how she prepares herself for the night shift. Oh, yeah, she wasn't passing meds. No, she wasn't. She was sitting at the desk with the light out on her phone, headphones on, and and she took a nap. Yeah. So I reported her to the DON, Director of Nursing. And not like I could prove it, but that was my suspicions. Oh, yeah, that is my job. And I have no problem reporting a nurse for not doing their job. So why were there nobody with some red flags around here? Because if the other person reported this, they don't want to be named. Um, but they did say they worked the night shift. Um, why didn't anybody report this nurse for? Because if he was the way he needed reporting because obviously he wasn't doing something right. You can't have a nurse come into the facility and treat you like shit because that won't happen. He's only a LPN. There's CNAs out there that have the same qualifications because CNAs can do just the same as an LPN can, right? Right. CNA can be a medication, um, can pass out medication. They can do Foley's, they can do this, they can take care of anything that an LPN can do nowadays. You just take a class. Just go in and take a class and get certified. That's all you do. So, I mean, LPNs are, apparently he hasn't been an LPN for very long. I'm not sure what he was doing before, but he hasn't been an LPN for very long. He hasn't had his license for very long. Hmm. Thank God for that. Thank God for that. Do you know what? There's good nurses and there's bad nurses. I mean, I've worked with many nurses. Some are crazy, absolutely crazy. Or if anything happens, they go hysterical. They can't keep calm. They make it blow everything out of proportion, like screaming and stuff and having a mental breakdown. What? And you'd be like looking at them like, oh my God, Jesus Christ, get the hell out of here. Let us take care of it. Um, there's some good nurses and there's some bad. And the same with the doctors or any profession. So just because you're a nurse don't mean you're a good one. My nurse that I was working with, she was high all the time. She's smoking weed. She said if I get caught smoking weed, I ain't taking a drug test. I just quit. On to the next job. On to the next one. I'll quit. Can't do nothing to me. I'll just quit. And that's what they do. But they're on more than blinking smoking weed. They're taking all kinds of pills. Well, just, oh my God. You know, you ain't seen nothing until you work in like a nursing home or something like that. How these people are. There's some crazies out there. But anyway, I just don't know how nobody reported this nurse. Maybe he has been reported. Maybe he has been reported for um, things that you couldn't prove. You know, there's a paper trail, but the facility didn't do nothing about it. Now, we'll wait and see on that one. We'll wait and see if there was any reports made about this guy, because I'm beginning to think, I bet you there was. I bet you there was concerns. He was not a likable nurse. There's number one. Uh, this nurse wasn't likable. My God, you should like your nurses because you all have to be a team. You have to trust one another. I bet you they didn't trust this one. But anyway, guys, here's a little bit of update on this. Let's have a discussion and your thoughts on this one. Thank you guys for stopping by, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share my videos. Thank you guys.